and welcome to week 3 of your Desk Detox series, where we're focusing on opening out the shoulders, opening out the hips, and waking up the legs after a day of sitting at your desk. So today we're going to start seated on the mat, finding a nice comfortable position, sitting up nice and tall. As usual, grab hold of a block or a blanket or a cushion if you need to sit on that, just so that you can be comfortable. Lift up nice and tall through the crown of the head. Shoulders rolled back and down. And gently closing the eyes, finding some stillness here. Bringing the awareness to the breath. And coming to place the hands on your knees in chin mudra. So palms facing up, index finger just tucked inside of your thumb. Relaxed and open on your knees. We're going to do a pranayama practice called samavriti, which in practice means the inhalation is the same length as the exhalation. So we're going to do 3 rounds. The first round will be a count of 4, the second round will be a count of 5, and the final round will be for a count of 6. So taking a regular breath in and a regular breath out, and inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4, and exhale 2, 3, 4. Inhale 2, 3, 4. Exhale 2, 3, 4. And coming back to normal breath. Taking a preparing breath in, this round will be a count of 5, and a preparing breath out. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5. And coming back to normal breath here. Noticing how your body feels. Was that round a little harder? Needed a little bit more focus on the breath and the control. Notice if you're holding any tension as you're sitting, coming back to your comfortable position. And the final round for a count of 6. Take a normal breath in and a normal breath out. And inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Inhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And exhale 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Coming back to normal breath. Noticing how your body feels. Gently opening the eyes. Inhale, lifting both arms above the head. Gaze follows. Really reaching the fingers up and away. And exhale, right hand comes to the mat, left hand reaching up and over your head. Inhale, both arms up. And exhale, your left hand comes to the mat, right arm reaches. Inhale, both arms up, gaze up. Exhale, right hand to the mat, reaching the left arm over. Holding here, one breath. And reaching the left hand even further. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, left hand to the mat, right arm reaches. One more breath here. And reaching the right arm a little further. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands come behind your hips and open up the chest. Gaze comes up, pushing into your hands. And exhale, both hands reach forward, walking them forward, arching through the spine. Coming back up. Inhale, hands come behind, open up through the chest. And exhale, hands come forward, reaching forward. And coming to seated. Inhale, gaze up, chin up, stretching through the neck here. Making sure you're not pinching at the back of the neck. And then exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, gaze up, chin up. Exhale, chin down. One more, chin up, inhale. And exhale, chin down. Coming back to neutral. Exhale, head drops over to the right shoulder, stretching through the left side. Again, you can push away with the left hand for a little bit of an extra stretch. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, dropping the head over to your left shoulder. Right arm reaches away and down. Inhale, coming back up. Switching sides. Head drops over to your right shoulder. Inhale, coming back to neutral. And exhale, dropping your head over to the left shoulder. Lovely, coming back up. Coming into all fours. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, toes untucked. We're going to do some cat-cows here. You can join me in my rhythm or take a few of your own breath. So inhale, gaze up, tailbone up, arching through the spine. And exhale, tuck the tailbone, push through the hands and tuck the chin. Inhale, gaze forward, arching through the spine. Remember to just pull the palms in towards your knees when you're gazing forward, just to feel that extra stretch of the belly. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, arching up. Coming back to neutral. Inhale, right hand comes alongside the ear. And exhale, right hand back to the mat. Inhale, left arm comes alongside the ear. Exhale, back to the mat. Inhale, lift the left leg. Really focus on keeping the hips parallel with the mat. The core engaged. Using the left glute to lift that left leg. And exhale, bring it back to the mat. Inhale, right leg lifts. Really engage through the right glute. And coming back to the mat. Inhale, right arm, left leg lifts. Squeeze here. Really squeeze through the core and squeeze through the glutes. Reaching the right hand away from the left toes. One more breath here. And relax back to the mat. Inhale, left hand, right leg. Squeezing through the core, squeezing through that glute. Really pushing the fingertips away from the toes. One more breath. And coming back to the mat. We're going to do one more time. You can either stay here or bend through the left leg, taking hold of the inside of the ankle and arching through the spine. Gaze comes up. Engaging that left glute to really lift the leg up and pushing into your hand to open out the shoulder. Gently release, engage through the leg so it doesn't ping, and come back to the mat. Inhale, lifting the left hand, right leg. Again, you can stay here and breathe, or take hold of your right leg inside of the ankle, pushing the ankle into the hand, and hold here. Engage through the leg so it doesn't ping. Release the hand and come back to the mat. Tucking your toes, lift your hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedaling out through the knees, lifting the heels high. Maybe even pointing the knees to the opposite sides. So your right knee points to the left and your left knee points to the right. Really opening out the outsides of the body. Getting some movement into the hips. And coming back to center. Gaze between the hands, stepping forward. Coming to halfway lift. Inhale and exhale, deep forward fold. Belly laying on the thighs. Deep bend in the knees. And take hold of your elbows. Hang the head. Your torso's heavy. Nodding the head yes, shaking the head no. Just releasing the upper spine and the neck. Release the hands. Engage through the core and through the glutes. And roll up, tucking the tailbone. One vertebra at a time comes up slowly, slowly. And the last thing to come up is your head. As you look forward and roll the shoulders back. Inhale, arms reach up, sitting down into chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back, straight legs. And exhale, big step back into high plank, lower the knees, and coming through chaturanga all the way to the mat. Untuck the toes, inhale, cobra. Not too much weight through the hands, remember we're using your posterior chain here. Tuck the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot steps forward, high lunge, arms reach up. Exhale, hands back to the mat, high plank. You can lower your knees here, chaturanga, and upward facing dog, thighs off the mat. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, left foot steps forward, high lunge, reaching the arms overhead. Exhale, hands back to the mat, high plank. Again, you can lower your knees or challenge yourself. High plank, chaturanga, upward facing dog. And exhale, back into downward facing dog. Step both feet forward, halfway lift, flat back, straight legs. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, coming up to chair. And exhale, coming to standing. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, big step back, high plank. chaturanga, upward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot's forward, arms come up, high lunge. Hands back to the mat, exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, exhale. Inhale, high lunge, left foot forward. Exhale, hands to mat, high plank. And take your vinyasa, chaturanga, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Both feet step forward, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, come to standing. We'll do one more round. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, high lunge, right foot. Exhale, high plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg, high lunge. Exhale, high plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, both feet step forward, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, coming back to standing. Inhale, arms lift up, baby back bend. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, stepping back into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises, three-legged dog. Stepping the right foot between the hands, you're going to lower down the left heel and come up into warrior one. If you need to step the back foot forward in a little bit, that's absolutely fine. Today we're really going to focus on aligning the hips forward as far as you can. So sink nice and low into the front leg as far as you can. And then you're going to really think about squeezing into your left glute here, helping you push your left hip forward and trying to square it off forward and arms up. Really feeling the stretch through the front of the left hip and into your left calf and the front of the left leg. Can you sink any deeper? Bringing the hands behind you, taking hold of the hands, clasping the hands together behind the hips. Roll the shoulders back and down. If this is really difficult for you, take hold of your elbows behind your back and rolling the shoulders back and down. If you can, bringing the hands slightly away from the hips, really opening out through the front of the body and the shoulders. This is lovely if you've been sat down all day. Really doing all the opposite movements to what you've been doing all day. And relaxing up, keeping the hands clasped, hinge from the hips. We're going to come forward into humble warrior here. Lifting the hands up and away. Can you sink any lower into your right leg here? And either, if you want to challenge yourself, you can keep your hands clasped. We're going to come into warrior three here. So pushing off of the left foot, pushing into the right, coming into your warrior three. You can release your hands here alongside the body, or you can bring them up above your head here. We're going to come into a leg flow here. So checking that your hips are in line. We're going to exhale, lower the left leg, and inhale, lift it back up, really engaging through the left glutes. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And inhale, lift. Bringing the hands back to the mat. The left foot steps back and the right foot steps back to join it. Taking your vinyasa. Inhale, upward facing dog and downward facing dog. Inhale, lifting your left leg. Step between your hands. Right heel drops to the mat and coming up into warrior one. Again, you can bring your right foot in a bit. If it's a little bit far, we're going to focus on squaring the hips once again. So sinking nice and low as you can. And engage through the right glute, really pushing through the front of the right hip flexor here. Tucking the tailbone and bring the arms up overhead. Can you sink any lower here? Bringing the hands behind and clasping them the way that feels a bit strange, the other way around. Shoulders roll back and down. And can you lift your hands away from your hips? Making sure we're still engaging with this alignment in the legs and the hips. And exhale, hinge from the hips. Humble warrior. Lifting the hands away from the hips. If you want to challenge yourself, coming into warrior three, pushing off the right foot and coming to stand on the left. One side might feel a little bit harder than the other. I'm a little bit less balanced on this side, so I'm going to bring my hands to the side. And then once I've found my balance, bringing hands overhead. Focus on your alignment of your hips. And on your next exhale, dropping the right leg to the mat. And inhale, lift, squeeze the right glutes. Exhale, drop. And inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. And inhale, lift. Hands coming to the mat. Right foot steps back and left foot steps back to join it. Taking your vinyasa here. Everybody meeting in downward facing dog. And dropping the knees, taking a child's pose here to rest. Coming up, tuck the toes, coming back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the right leg and drop the foot open, opening up the hips here. And if you want to challenge yourself, see if you can drop the right foot all the way over, lifting the right hand into wild thing. Left leg straight, right foot bent. And coming back, three-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, bring the right leg to right elbow. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, right knee to nose, arching through and step the foot through. Left heel lowers, wheel your hands up, warrior two. Making sure your knee is not dropping inwards and the knee is aligned following the middle toes. Shoulders roll back and down and hands float parallel with the shoulders. Exhale, can you sink any deeper into your warrior? Holding the legs strong here, don't move the legs. Flip the right hand and reach it back and over. Inhale. Exhale, right hand reaches forward and coming into extended side angle. Either the right hand reaches to the mat or the right elbow comes to right knee. Either is fine, just keeping the legs strong. Inhale, right arm reaches up and over, reverse warrior. And exhale, reach it down, extended side angle. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, reaching forward. Inhale, coming back up. Extend the right leg, heel toe the left leg in a little bit. Reach the right hand forward and coming down into triangle. If you need to hold a block here, that's absolutely fine. I'm just going to hold my shin here. But if you can reach the floor, that's also fine. In this position, I want you to think about coming up just a little bit, opening out through the chest, really squeezing into the right glute here. Imagine you're trying to be one straight line all the way down your body. Inhale, coming back up. Toes pointing to the outer corners of the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, cactus the arms. Elbows in line with the shoulders and sinking low. Tucking the tailbone, pushing the knees out. Keeping in line here. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, slowly sinking back down. Can you sink any lower than you were? Hold. And inhale, come back up. Exhale, one more. And hold. Focus on the alignment. Tuck the tailbone, knees out. Inhale, coming back up. Hands come to hips, feet parallel with the tops of the mat. Roll your shoulders back and down and folding forwards from the hips. Coming as far as you can and relax the upper body. Relax the hands down. Inhale, flat back, hands on hips, and exhale, coming back up all the way. We're going to do one more of those, but with the hands clasped behind the back. So you can either hold the hands behind the back, clasped together, or hold onto your elbows as before. Shoulders roll back and down, and hinge from the hips once again. Really trying to pull the hands away from the body. Breathe here. And on the exhale, can you sink any lower? Releasing the hands. Hands on hips, inhale, flat back. And exhale, engage through the core, coming back up. Bending into the right leg. You can come high on the toes here, and the left toes point up to the ceiling. Skandasana on the right side. If you can drop your heel here, feel free to do so. Or just opening out the inside of the thighs here, staying high on the toes. Keeping the hands on the mat, we're going to switch sides. Coming to the left side. And back again. Try to challenge yourself. Do a round without your hands touching. Stay low. Really building the strength in the hips here. Stay low, switch sides. Once more. And turning to face the top of the mat. Bringing the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. And bringing the right leg to join it, the left. And take a vinyasa, high plank, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the left leg. Dropping the left foot over the hips, opening out the left hip here. And can you drop your left foot to the floor, the other side, lift the left hand. Right leg is straight, Left toes on the floor, wild thing. And coming back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left foot comes to left elbow. Inhale, reach it back up. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale, left knee to your nose, arching up and stepping through. Drop the right heel, wheel the hands up, warrior two. Shoulders back and down. Knee following the line of the middle toes, not dropping in. And engage through the glutes, opening out the hips here. Inhale. And exhale, sink a little lower. Keeping the legs strong, keeping them where they are. We're going to flip the left hand and reach it up and over. Reverse warrior. And exhale, left hand reaches down, extended side angle. Alternatively, keep your left elbow on your left knee. Inhale, coming back up, reverse warrior. Really pushing through the legs here. As we exhale, coming back down. Inhale, coming up. Strong through the legs. Exhale, coming back down. Inhale, coming up. And straighten the left leg. Heel toe, the right foot in, one. Left hand reaches away. And folding down into your triangle. Again, grab hold of a block here if you need a bit more height, or you can hold your shin or come all the way to the floor if you want to. Again, focus on rolling open the right shoulder. Squeeze through the glutes, opening out the side of the body. Inhale, coming back up. Toes point to the outer corners of the mat. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale, dropping down, goddess. Cactus arms, squeeze the shoulder blades and tuck the tailbone. Inhale, coming back up. Then exhale, tuck the tailbone, squeeze the shoulder blades. Inhale, coming back up. And last one, exhale and hold. And inhale, coming back up. Feet parallel with the tops of the mat, twizzle them in a bit, roll the shoulders back and down, and hinge forward into your forward fold, relaxing the torso here. Finding your breath. If you can bring your hands parallel with your feet so they're in one long line, that's the goal here. Bringing the hands onto the hips. Inhale, flat back. And exhale, engage through the core and lift up. We're going to do one more with the hands clasped behind the back. Clasping the hands the opposite way round, the way that feels a bit weird. Roll the shoulders back and down. Hinging from the hips. Exhale. Lifting the hands away from the hips. Up and over. Inhale and exhale. Can you sink any lower? Release the hands and bend into the left leg here. Coming back into your Skandasana. Switching sides, stay low. And once again, switching sides. A few more rounds here. Can you stay with your hands in prayer position? Switching sides. And can you keep your foot flat on the mat? Really challenge yourself here, building strength and flexibility. One more. And coming back to leg bent on the left side. Hands coming to the top of the mat, swivel round, and the left leg shoots up and back, three-legged dog. And joining the right downward facing dog, taking your vinyasa. Everyone meeting in downward facing dog. And taking your knees to the mat in a child's pose. Lovely, coming up, coming to a seated position, right leg extended along the mat and left leg tucks in to your right thigh. Turn to face your extended leg and tense your fingers either side of the leg if you can. We're going to lift the right leg, keeping it straight, really engage through the quads and the hip flexors here. Sitting up tall and inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. 3 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. And the last one we'll hold. Inhale, lift and hold. And lower. Coming onto the inside of the right foot, we're going to lift up into side plank. You can stay here in supported side plank if you like, but we're going to be coming into a bit of an extension here where we're lifting and lowering the hip. If this is too much for you, coming onto your elbow and keeping both feet extended out. We're going to inhale, lift the hips, and exhale, lower, reaching the hand back towards the feet. I'm going to demonstrate up on my hand here. So inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Hand points to feet. Inhale, lift. Keeping a nice straight line. Trying not to bend or drop the chest. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, lift, last time. I'm bringing the right hand to the mat, holding in your high plank here for 3 breaths. Engage through the core. Engage through the legs, pushing through the hands, and taking your vinyasa or meet us in down dog here. So vinyasa, upward facing dog, and downward facing dog. Coming back to the mat, extending the left leg along the mat. Right leg comes to the inside of the thigh. I'm going to just move down a little bit. So facing the left leg, we're going to inhale and lift the left leg here. Exhale, dropping it down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Right hand comes behind the right hip, lifting up into your side plank. Again, you can come onto your elbow if you like. And we're going to come into that hip flow once again. So inhale, lifting through the hips. And exhale, hand points towards the feet, lower the hips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, point towards the feet, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. And inhale to lift once more. Left hand joins the right, coming into your high plank and hold. Engage through the glutes, engage through the legs, engage through the core. Pushing through the hands away from the mat. And either joining us in downward facing dog or we'll take a vinyasa here. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. Drop the knees and come into child's pose here. Take a moment. Lovely, coming onto our bellies, lowering all the way down. Forehead comes to the mat and arms alongside the body. On your next inhale, you're going to reach the hands away from the ears towards the feet. Lift the chest, lift the shoulders. It's that same motion of rolling your shoulders back and down your back, really squeezing, trying not to pinch the back of the neck, looking about 1 meter in front of you. And exhale, dropping the upper body back to the mat. On the next round, we're going to join the legs in with it, keeping the feet apart if you've got any lower back issues. But if you can, keeping the feet together, although it's not essential. Inhale, lift both arms, chest and legs. And hold. Breathing here. One more breath. And exhale, dropping back down. We'll do one more round. You can either stay there or you can bend into the knees, take hold of the ankles. And as we inhale, the ankles push into the hands, lifting the chest, lifting the legs. And breathe here. And exhale. Dropping everything back to the mat and coming into your child's pose here. Take a breath. And coming back up to seated. We're going to extend the right leg alongside the mat and the left leg crosses over the right, coming into your seated twist. And you can either hug the thigh in towards the belly, or you can come a little bit deeper into this twist and hook the right elbow onto the left knee. Sitting up nice and tall, trying not to put too much weight through that back hand. And exhale and twist. Gaze comes over the right shoulder. Inhale. And exhale, can you leverage any deeper into this twist? And coming back to center. Left leg comes to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale, reaching the arms up. And exhale, hinge forward from the hips, forward fold, single leg. If you can come to here, that's absolutely fine. We're just trying to walk the fingers a little bit further forward. Hinging from the hips, really getting into that right leg. Inhale and exhale, can you sink any deeper? Release the hands, walking back up. Left hand comes behind, right hand sweeps up and over as the hips lift into your baby world thing. Release, and we'll switch sides. Left leg extends along the mat and the right leg crosses over the left, either hugging the thigh into the belly, or if you want a deeper stretch, just trying to hook the left elbow onto the right knee and opening out the chest. Sitting up tall, and as you exhale, can you leverage any deeper into the twist? And release, coming back to center. Right foot comes to the inside of the left thigh. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, hinge from the hips over the left leg. Again, if you can come to here, here, or here, just staying there wherever you can reach. Focusing on that left leg. Inhale. And exhale, can you drop any lower? Release, walking the hands back in. Right hand comes behind, left hand sweeps up and over as the hips lift. Baby wild thing. And release, coming back down. We're going to come onto our back now. We're going to take a couple of bridge poses before we then come into shoulder stand. So bringing the heels below the sit bones. You should just about be able to reach your heels with your middle fingers, hands alongside the hips. And as you inhale, rolling the hips up, one vertebra at a time, all the way up to bridge. Lovely straight line from knee to shoulder. And we're going to breathe at the top here, focusing on alignment. Squeeze through the glutes. For extra hamstring strength, feel like you're dragging your heels along the mat towards you, engaging the hamstrings here. Exhaling, rolling the vertebrae one at a time back onto the mat, really tucking the tailbone at the end and coming to relax. We'll do one more. Inhale, roll up. And hold at the top. Again, squeeze through the glutes, pulling through the heels. Exhale, rolling down. This time we're going to roll the spine off the mat, but bring the feet up with it, coming up to shoulder stand. So really using your hands to help you come up here, really engaging through the core. And you can stay here and use your hands to support you, or extending the legs up overhead, and trying to straighten up the hips, engage through the glutes, and hold. If you feel confident here, dropping the toes behind, coming into your plow pose. If at any point anything feels like it's pinching or uncomfortable, coming back to the mat slowly and gently. You can clasp your hands here and straighten them along the mat. Release the hands on the mat and engaging through the core as you exhale, rolling the vertebrae one at a time back to the mat. And the last thing to come down is your tailbone. Legs extended along the mat. We're going to tuck the hands under the backs of the hips. Coming up slightly, elbows on the mat, and drop the head back, coming into your fish pose. Legs straight, toes pointed. Open out the chest. Push into the elbows. And release. Coming back to the mat. Cross your left leg over the right. Hands in a T position, level with your shoulders, and drop both knees over to the right hand side. Exhale. Breathing here. Inhale, come back up and switch legs. Dropping both knees over to the left. One side might feel tighter than the other, that's completely normal. And inhale, coming back to center. Keeping your hands alongside the body, away from the body. Separate the feet straight along the mat. Find a comfortable position, neck nice and long. And relax through the body. Inhale all the way to the belly, expanding the belly, the ribs, and then the upper chest. And a deep exhale, upper chest, ribs, and all the way to the belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, and upper chest. And exhale, upper chest, ribs, and belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, upper chest. And exhale, upper chest, ribs, and belly. We're going to try the lengthening breath again, so the 3-part breath. And this time when you inhale, I want you to inhale peace and quiet, strength and calm. And exhale tension and stress and worry. Visualize your inhale and visualize the exhale. So a deep inhale into the belly, into the ribs, and into the chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest, inhaling peace and quiet. Exhale, upper chest, ribs, and belly, exhaling stress and worry. Last one. Inhale, belly, ribs, upper chest. And exhale, upper chest, ribs, and belly. You're welcome to stay here longer if you wish. If not, start to wiggle the toes and the fingers, circling through the wrists and ankles. Bend into the elbows and the knees. Take hold of your knees and hug them into your chest, rolling out your lower back. Keeping the eyes closed, rolling onto one side, and coming to seated. Finding stillness here. Rubbing hands together. Hover your hands over your eyes and gently open your eyes, coming back to the room. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.